and everything's done for tea.
Well, a very, very good afternoon. Here we are, Tuesday, 27th of April. It's lovely to be back, and hopefully you're joining us on this beautiful summer's day. If you are, please drop a little comment throughout the whole interview. Lovely to know that we've got people that have tuned in. We'll give you a shout out. So if you've got the little comment button, please press that and I shall read the comments out as we go along. And I just want to start off by thanking people's kindness and generosity always amazes me. And I received a little gift in the post. And look what I have got. Look what I've got. Okay. This here, this is not me. This is my mate, Tom Clark. Now, Tom, he used to book the entertainment at the Worcester Park British Legion. Fantastic club. Tom and his family, fantastic people. And I've had the pleasure to work there with Paul Reeve, Steve Jackson, Zoe Sharman, done it on my own as well. They always made us feel welcome. And Tom had sent me this through my own personalised cup of tea with Mr. G mug with a lovely letter. So cheers, Tom. Cheers to everybody. And so lovely of you to be here. Today's guest, well, my favourite band is Union Gap. And I've worked with these guys so many times, and I'm always amazed by the talent of all the guys in the band, but especially my guest today, and that is Simon. Simon Paul, hello. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing,
Where
mate?
are you calling from? Where are you calling from today?
A little fishing village just south of Cambridge called Mainey.
And looking behind you, is that the radio station that you broadcast your radio show from?
Yes, it is. It's the full radio station. It's the recording studio. It's everything that I want it to be. It's my little hideout.
And if you haven't listened to Simon's radio show, it's called. Now, how do you pronounce that, Simon?
Yeah, it's Mainey, as in man. It's spelt mania, but it's pronounced Mainey.
Mainey Radio. Okay. And what sort of music do you play?
Me personally, I tend to stick with a lot of the 60s genre. I tend to go into the 70s a little bit, but normally just around about the 60s. And then Alan Webb, who does the 60s festivals for Warner's, he does Tuesday afternoons, and he does 60s, 70s, and 80s. And then Laura, that does drive time, is on after me, 5 till 8 doing drive time, and she's a mad March hare. She plays what she wants to play. She's left to her own devices, and she just does completely what she wants to do. She's an absolute Fruit Loop, but we love her to bits. Yeah, it's sort of playing in the 60s band. I think people are like just naturally associate me with doing 60s, playing the 60s music basically.
Well, I'll just say a couple of things there. I've got Nathan Brett, my mate Nathan, who was on a cup of tea with Mr. G a few weeks back. He's saying hello. Also, I've got Linda Knight. A very good afternoon. Hi, Christopher and Simon.
Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Hi.
So, how do people get into tuning into your radio station?
You could do it all online. It's maineymagic.com, or if you're on Android devices, you can download the app from Google Play Store. It's just Google Mainey Magic on Google Play Store. And a lot of the time when we are about to do a show or we are going out, each individual DJ puts their own little thing up on Facebook with always a stream link on it, and you just click on the stream link, it opens another page, and away you go, and listen to your heart's content.
Staying with the music idea, 60s music, where do you think the future of it? Some people have said, okay, 60s music, we've passed you know, I know that some places they've stopped doing 60s festivals, but I don't think 60s music is ever going to finish. What do you say?
No, funny enough, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago because obviously, you know, you've heard the same as us that Butlins have stopped doing the 60s festival in December, and also their midweek festival that they've stopped doing, replaced it with 80s and 90s festivals, which I can understand to a degree. You know, that the older generation who were the 60s followers are, you know, moving on, and Butlins and likewise have got to accommodate for those festivals. But I think the way, you know, we've been saying this for 25 years now, that all the 60s is on its way out, but it just keeps on, it just keeps on going all the time, you know. And I don't, as you say, I don't think it'll ever die out, because the music is being played all the time. We're trying everything we can. All these bands are trying everything we can to keep the sounds alive, keep the sounds going, and everyone still seems to be enjoying it, which is great from band's point of view, you know.
You've got to be the busiest band that I know of. I've worked with you so many times. Phil Jarman, I know he's booked Union Gap. Long time no see, fantastic band. That's what Phil's saying. And Linda, hello, Linda again. Love Union Gap, a great band. Hopefully seeing them in a few weeks at Signer Warren. Well, that would be great. Well, I tell you what, is it all right, Simon, if I put a little bit of you and the boys doing what you do so well? Can I have little clip up? Here we go.
Of course, by all means,
It's fantastic. I've got somebody here who sent me, hi, both. My daughter loves 60s music. She didn't have much choice living in our house. And what I want to talk about is Union Gap, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. And for those people who really may not have seen you, just talk to me in this photo. Obviously, you got Gary at the back there, but talk to me as to the lineup of Union Gap.
Okay. Well, obviously, there's Gary at the back there. That was taken 3 years ago when Gary came over and did the UK tour. We had 10 dates over here in the UK, and we finished off in Benidorm Palace of all places, and fantastic tour that we had with Gary. That's me on the left-hand side with the goatee. That's which I had all my hair off. I'm bass guitar and vocals, and then next to me, the other baldy, that's my dad. That's Mike. He's keyboard and vocals, and then we have little Tom, and he's guitarist and vocals, and then half of Paul on the right hand side. He's drums and vocals as well.
Brilliant. So, why do you think people love the music of Union Gap so much?
I don't know. I think one of the things is the sound that we create. We do pride ourselves on the sound that we have. A lot of that is down to Paul, down to Crowe, the drummer, He's very, very disciplined on getting us a great sound. So that's always a good compliment to have a good sound. We always try and dress smartly. We always try and look very presentable, and we always try our utmost to be approachable. I think that's the word. That we do spend a lot of time with the fans. We do spend a lot of time chatting with the fans and having a drink with them and things like that. Because at the end of the day, it's because of those guys that we're working, and that's what we have to thank them for.
Well, I'm going to show you a picture now. This is Union Gap with Gareth and Little Miss 60s in the smallest dressing room in the world. I think we're going for a world record, and Malcolm at the back there as well.
Yeah.
So
those were the days when we could mingle properly, wasn't it?
Well, I'll tell you about mingling. Do you remember when we did Munsley? And Munsley, sadly, that's gone now. But Munsley, we ended up round the piano, and we were having a good old time drinking. It's one of the oldest fashioned things to do is to stand around the piano and play the piano.
Definitely.
But you not only play piano keyboard, but you play bass, you play lead guitar, and you also play drums.
Correct. Yeah.
Which was the first instrument
for my sins?
Which was the first instrument you learned to play, Simon?
First one was piano. Yeah. I always remember going down to my nan and granddad's, to Dad's mum and dad, and they had a piano in their dining room, and I always remember going in there and just sitting there for the whole entire time, just sort of going, three blind mice, and it sort of went from there, and I started having piano lessons, and my dad brought the piano off my nan and granddad, and it sort of went from there. I enjoyed playing it, but then the piano lessons got to a point where they wanted me to do more. The tutors wanted me to do more classical, wanted me to do more written and reading stuff, which I didn't want to do. I'm one of those musicians that plays by ear, and if I hear something, then I'll sit down and work it out, and I'll play it. Yeah, and then from then on, I picked up the guitar after watching Dad play the guitar, and because a little known fact that people don't know about me is that I'm actually left-handed. I'm left-handed, so I should play the guitar. Yeah, so I should play the guitar like Paul McCartney.
Mike Corky would say all the most intelligent people are left-handed. That's what she used to say.
Oh yes, and that's why I love Corky to bits. She was lovely. She was an angel.
Yeah, she was. But you talk about pianos and stuff. I heard a wonderful show business story about Chaz and Dave. They were sat in a London boozer, and there was Mrs. Mills, and some people may be too young to know Mrs. Mills, but Mrs. Mills, very famous piano player, and she was sat at the piano. Oh, I've lost me bud now. She was sat at the piano, playing the piano, doing that. Right? No. And Chaz and Dave were sat in the corner. Here, Dave. What's that, mate? That's Mrs. Mills over there playing the old Joanna. Yeah, that's right. Here. Have you seen her? Right, she's still reading sheet music. You know, she's world famous and she's still reading sheet music. No, mate. She's reading the paper. It was reading the paper while playing. It was absolutely brilliant. And
I always think about what I should be doing the weekend when I'm playing.
What about your vocals then? Were you a choir boy? Were you when was the first time you were singing?
Years ago, probably around about the same sort of time, about 3 years old. My mum and dad, when they were together, they had a little sort of a little folk group type thing with my two aunts and my two uncles, and they used to do a lot of charity work, going around the old people's homes and the and places like that, and doing free sort of gigs of like seeker stuff and, you know, Carnival is over and all that sort of stuff. And I just found it fascinating because they would do all the harmonies. My auntie was a trained singer, and I'd listen to her doing the harmonies and everything. I found it amazing. I found it absolutely fascinating. And I guess, Chris, to be fair, I was just lucky that I've been blessed with it. To be fair, I've had no training. I haven't been in any choirs. I'm just one of those lucky, fortunate people that can sing and can pick any harmony out of anything. So it's a blessing to have, really.
Well, I think it's incredible, and of course, the full show. I'm going to go back and talk, because I don't know if anybody's sort of tuned in to us or whether they've gone out and had a cup of tea and forgot about this. But if you are out there, send a little comment through. We'll give you a shout out. But what I will do is after this, I'll take the two things together. I'll put them into an MP4. I'll cut out all the technical bits, make it look seamless. and then we'll repost that. Okay. Because it's just, you know, the internet, you've got to just work with it. But when it went down, I was trying to show people some of the shows. Now, before I do this, you and Tom go out together as a two-hander, yeah?
We do, yeah. It was something that happened before lockdown. We'd been doing it for a while before anyway, and we used to go out as a duo called Heart and Soul. And if you said it quick enough, it's what it sort of described us. But we just sort of, it was just one of those where it gave us the opportunity to do the songs that we wanted to do and sort of move away a bit from the 60s type stuff. But now, lockdown happened, venues couldn't afford the bands. So we put the duo back together again, and we now go out as From the Gap, which very, very original name there, we've been doing really, really well with it. Been doing great. We've been doing some great gigs. A lot of venues that we did with the band as well. So it's always nice to go back to venues doing something different. But yeah, we're doing well. We start back on the 18th of May at Vauxhall Holiday Park in Great Yarmouth.
Oh, Vauxhall, yeah, no, Vauxhall. Tom, dear old Tom.
Yeah.
That
dear
was
old Tom, bless him. Yeah. Yeah.
He was.
We still say it's haunted without him. It's haunted with him there.
I was just going to say a little shout out because we got some lovely people who've stuck with us.
Bless him.
Through, I don't know who Facebook user is, but Facebook user, I'm here. Thank you so much for joining us back again. Linda, hello, Linda, the lovely, lovely Linda. I'm going to show Linda's. Linda. I shall be spending the afternoon getting my MP4 together, Linda. Yes, I shall do that, man. And the lovely Joyce, my mate Joyce, up in the Black Country. Hello, me lover. How you doing? Are you watching from whom? You see, I'm getting the Black Country accent. You see, was that Joyce? Tell me, are you watching from whom? Is that right? She's gonna let me know. She must be not watching me now.
Yeah, watching for. You're
she's not
from home, Baba. Are you?
Lord Baba. Lord Baba.
Are you watching from home, Baba? Hey.
Do you know what they remind me of? Geordies.
That's all. Not very.
They remind me of Geordies because they're so friendly.
Yeah.
People. Here we go. Joyce has come through. Yes. There we are. Hope for me yet. So,
Yeah.
Simon, I'm gonna show these shows because everybody, I think, is really desperate for a feel good, something to feel good about, you know. And it's just your show is it just blows people away. I've worked with you so many times, and it's every time it's just you have a huge fan base, and it's no surprise because the shows you do are fantastic. Talk me through these, if you be so kind. So here we go.
Okay. That's the Academy Theatre in Barnsley. We've done that one before. It's a nice little theatre. The stage is sort of right on the level with the audience, which is quite nice. It's not a massive place, but a great venue, great audience, and a great gig. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that one. That's been rearranged about 15 times as well, I think, that one. But yeah, that great place.
Rearranged
that one.
Okay.
Yes, poor old Mac and Helen, bless them. They've been there.
Okay, Pop Pickles, who's your next one? Talk me through this one.
Yeah, this one again. This one has been rearranged as well, but I'm really looking forward. We're all looking forward to this one. It's going to be a great gig. We've done so. You've probably done it before as well. Chroma Pier before, brilliant gig. The only problem with Chroma Pier is the loading. the only problem is the loading, but. Yes, you have to walk the whole entire length of the pier, but they have great stage hands which help you with the gear, which is great. Yeah, Little Miss 60s. Obviously, we always love working with Nancy. Scott D as the king of romance, Mr. Flinglebert Flumperdink. All hosted by the lovely Ollie Day. So yeah, we're looking forward to that one as well. It's going to be a cracking gig.
Class act, Ollie Day. And Engelbert and this Little Miss 60s, you know, she's absolutely. I didn't recognise the first time because I only used to see her on stage, and then I was working backstage with her, and I was chatting away to her. I didn't realise until she put all the makeup on. So she hadn't. It took me ages to realise it was her. Lovely lady. Here we go. Next one, please.
Okay, when it comes up, let's have a look. It's I seem to have frozen you out at the minute.
The White.
Oh, there we go. Which one's that one? The White Theatre in Leicester. Yeah, this is a new one for us. We haven't done this one before. Another one put together by the lovely guys at Stage Door Entertainment. That's Malcolm and Helen, obviously. As you say, you know, we love working with Nancy. We all work so well together. We all bounce off each other, which is great. So, yeah, looking forward to that one. Friday the 26th of November. And
another one here
in Leicester.
Another one there. That's
this one. Yeah, we were looking forward to this one ages ago. This one's been changed several times. This is with Justin Daesh as Hank Marvin. And Jimmy Germain as Cliff. He's more Cliff than Cliff is, isn't he? He really is.
You're a very naughty boy.
But he's such a lovely bloke. He's such a lovely bloke. He's just like really sort of. Looking at this, actually, I'm sort of thinking to myself about Gary Barlow and his crooner sessions. I'm thinking, I'll keep looking. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I just for some reason that came into my head, and I don't know why. So yeah, we're looking forward to that one. That one's been changed so many times as well. So we're hoping that, fingers crossed, January 2022, Friday the 28th, we will see you all there. Be there or be a cucumber.
You never know. I might be working with you in the future. It'll be lovely to work with the guys again. You know, I can't remember the last place we worked together.
It's always a pleasure, mate.
It's always. It
was. I was thinking about this the other day.
There was a place in London. There's a place in London which was.
It was Warner's. GN Holidays one in Warner's that we did.
Yeah, I think it's at Corton. but we did one in a conservative club in London. And I was expecting Boris to actually come in and say, well done, Union Gap. Hurrah! Let's get out and do some dead dancing on the floor. Young girl, get out of my bed. And sneeze, boomsy daisy. Well done. Let me. Here we go. I missed one.
Fantastic.
Thanks very much indeed, Gary. Hey, listen, I forgot one. What about this? I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go and get my earbud.
Oh, okay.
Right.
This one. It's sort of this one appeared, and I was like, oh, okay. We're doing a 60s jamboree with Brenda Lee, Little Miss 60s, and it's shadowing Hank just in Danish again. I can't see the date on that one, so I'm not entirely certain when that one is. But I'll obviously know the real Brenda Lee because well, you know, it'd smell a bit, wouldn't it?
But
it's going to be.
She'll be jumping.
Going to be some cracking gigs lined up, all courtesy. Yes, you would. All courtesy of Stage Door Entertainment. So, give them
here we go. This is what I always do with all my guests. I'll give them a big. I'm getting good at this now, Simon. Look at this. I should be on the cube or something. Today's guest is. There we go. Now to contact Simon, because Simon, he does work solo. Obviously, work with Tom as a duo, and that's www.manemagic.com. And then for the shows that we've just talked, contact Malcolm at Stage Door Entertainment on 01778 700 Okay, so that's going to be running all the way through that until we finish off here, which is going to be in a couple of minutes, I'm afraid. And it's lovely to chat to you. And the future for all of us, hopefully it's looking bright.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, hopefully. It's just going to be so nice just to get back to doing. Sorry?
You must do some miles, you and the boys.
Just a few, yeah, just a few. We have to keep the old van well serviced. We have to keep Malcolm well oiled because Malcolm's our
how many vans you got through?
What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I missed it there.
How many vans have you got through?
Or might be 4. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have to ask Malcolm. He's our road manager. He's
right. Here you are, Simon. Best black country accent. My lovely friend Joyce. Right, you okay, our kid? I want you to do that in black country.
Yeah, what up, that kid? Yeah, what up?
There we are. I think that's great. Well, I'll ask Joyce. Joyce,
brilliant. That's fantastic.
Marks out of 10 for our Simon. Just we're waiting for that.
It was absolutely fantastic.
Got a very lovely comment there. Great as always, Mr. G. Well, it's not me, it's my guests who make it such fun. And I'm waiting for Joyce to come through with her marks for your black country accent. And she's not replying yet. She might have gone, oh.
Well, I was actually born in Sutton Coldfields, which is not too far from Birmingham, and I lived in Solihull in the West Midlands for 37 years, 38 years. So I have got a lot of relatives in the Black Country, and it's well, yeah, it's all right. You just tend to sort of slip into it a little bit when you go back. Like you go, what on, Babby? How's it going, Babby? All right. Oh, grand, but absolute.
My mate,
love you.
My mate Rose Cook Monk and Joyce, they lovely people, and they tell me difference between Birmingham and Black Country. But here we are. You've got Joyce coming through. Extraordinary. Coming through on the getting there, right? Getting there. And then she's saying, She's saying, oh, the posh area.
Yeah.
Posh area.
Yeah, we get out of the bath to go to the toilet where we used to live. Yeah.
I think sex is something you bring the coal in.
That's correct. Yeah.
Well, listen, my friend, thank you so much for taking time out to have a little a cup of tea. I'm going to have to show that again. I'm going to have to show this again. It's my branded.
Yeah, I've got to show mine as well.
What's on yours? Team
Ginge. I was actually going to use my Union Gap mug. I've got a Union Gap mug and I was going to use it, and I completely forgot all about it. So I thought I'd just use my daughter's one instead. Let's promote gingers. Let's promote gingers.
I gotta say, Simon, ginger people are great. They're fantastic. This is not blonde, this is ginger. Ginger's the greatest color in the world. Great, fantastic. Wonder what he's doing now.
Probably not a great deal, really. No, he's probably still trying to pull lots of his associates out of his backside, probably. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. This enjoyed from all at Love Your Hospital. They are absolutely super people at Love Your Hospital. I mention it, and I make no apologies about mentioning it, but when my Corky died, I set up a fundraiser for the doctors and nurses at the Pagan ward at Chichester Hospital. And
right.
I've never really fundraised before, and the support from John Price at the charity department has been absolutely awesome. And it's lovely that they've tuned in today, because hopefully I'm going to get to do some work with them. You may get a phone call from me, say Union Gap's available for a Love Your Hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, Linda, lovely Linda. Thanks,
lovely Linda.
Gary, are you there, Gary?
That's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely fantastic.
Right, Linda, thanks to you both. Sorry to have missed you in March, Christopher at Signer. Hopefully you'll be back soon. See Simon's 60s Festival, not of, mate, in a few weeks. We'll watch the clip properly when you repost it, and I do my magic to it. So that'll be great. So we'll get work.
Your wonders, darling. Your wonders.
Scott, on the iCloud laser, we're going to be doing some work on the MP4. Yes, thank you very much, Simon. Hopefully it's not going to be too long before we get to tread the boards, share the same stage. Please give my love to all the boys. I think you're my favorite band, and I've just, do you know when after I finish doing my spot, I never go home, because I'll always wait to the very end of your second spot, because it's just such a great show.
You do, yeah. We've noticed that you never seem to disappear. You're just hanging around. It's like, oh,
some people would wish I'd disappear.
Too, Christopher.
Some people wish I'd disappear.
We love you. We always bump into you on the Isle of Wight ferry, or
love it.
Or we bump into you on the road to the Isle of Wight, or
yeah, we'll see each other, I'm sure, soon. But love and lights to you, the boys, and you and your family. And I'll get posting on this, and I'm going to take you off the screen now, and then I'll eventually remove you. But I'm just going to have a quick little chat to everybody who's still with us, just to let them know what's happening in the future. So all the best to you. Cup of tea. Thank you, Tom Clark.
Thank you very much indeed, Chris. Take care, everybody. Yeah, cup of tea with Mr. G. Thank you very much, everyone. Catch you all soon.
Bye. Well, thank you so much for Simon. Technical issues, but we're going to sort that out, and then you'll just see a whole MP4 broadcast. As I mentioned before, our friends at Love Your Hospital, I've been very fortunate to have a prize donated by G Holidays, and I found a company called Raffle, RAFFALL, and they actually promote the raffle for you. They take all the payments. The only problem is that they can only promote one charity, and what I'm doing is I've got a holiday for 2 people to the Isle of Wight. You would have seen this. Includes the car ferry with G Holidays, free bar, selected hours, selected brands. It's half board. It's a 3-night break. There's a choice of 2 places at Warner's Bembridge Coast Hotel on the Isle of Wight. It's a fabulous prize. 100% of the money is going to go to the 2 charities. But on the site, I can only advertise Love Your Hospital and saying 50% of that money goes to them. The way I've got to do it, apparently, is that I've got to take the other 50% and then I've got to pay it over to the Duncan Edwards Foundation. So hopefully that's not too confusing for you. But in essence, £10 a ticket, 100% of that money is going to go to 2 charities, Love Your Hospital and also the Duncan Edwards Foundation. But if you look at this site, and if you go to A Cup or Two Mr. G, if you go to my main site, if you go to YouTube, you'll find details of how to enter the competition and how to pay your ticket. And I wish you all the very best on that. Obviously, we want to try and make as much money for charity. I don't know when the next Cup of Tea with Mr. G is going to be, but obviously I'll post that in advance. Thank you so much indeed for listening, and it's going to be fun to get back on and announce who's going to be joining me next. So may I wish you continued joy in this sunshine. Hopefully things are turning the corner now. We all need some happiness and some love in our lives. And from me, Christopher G, I'm going to send you love and lights. And as you always know, I have to get the boys in the band to put their gin down and to sign off with this one. Until next time, God bless.
And everything's done for tea.